Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do something very exciting and do a review on a 2018 Dodge Ram EcoDiesel Lone Star Quad Cab pickup. The diesel produces 240 horsepower with 420 foot-pounds of torque, which the owner says the truck pulls amazing. The only downside of towing with this particular configuration on a 1500 truck is, more often than not, when you're loaded nearly to capacity of the trailer, you tend to have a very noticeable squat, which doesn't really do anything to your towing capability, but let's face it, nobody wants to be pulling anything and look like the truck is at its max and it's straining to do whatever it's doing. Full LED package, so front and rear have already been converted. Front, you've got the fog lights are LED, as well as the headlights have been changed to HID. This truck also has a DZ tailgate assist hydraulic installed, as well as the tonneau cover for protection for anything that you might have stored in the back. It's easy to access and easy to maintain. The owner has had the vehicle for roughly about a year and has taken 2 out-of-town trips from Dallas, one being to Destin, Florida and back. And also the more recent one, which was about a week and a half ago, he took a trip up to Denver and back. This truck handles very well with an amazing 27 to 28 miles per gallon rated average on the freeway. He said he got great fuel economy with this diesel motor. The 3.0 liter V6 EcoDiesel motor is absolutely incredible on the open roads. The owner has also removed the silencer between the air filter and the turbo so that you get a better spool. It now has an aluminum straight pipe, so you get a lot more airflow and it's also a lot more durable. All of the interior lights have already been converted over to LED, so you get a very nice blue light finish on the interior at night. Going into the rear, you can see that there's plenty of room here for a family of 4 to 5 considering. In the middle you'll have plenty of elbow room and leg room to seat maybe a smaller person or even a mid-sized adult. Underneath the seat you can see it comes with a factory mounted subwoofer for your entertainment purposes, as well as these crafty little cubbies that go underneath floor mats that are actually pretty deep. Considerable for the 4th gen. Climb in here and show you exactly how much room that an adult at my size, which is about 6 foot tall, I've still got plenty of room between my knees to the seat, and my foot room is perfect. Up front, you can see it's about where any normal person would have their seat located, and just to show you how much room I would have in the front, I'll climb into the front to show you how much leg room I have. At 6 foot tall, there's plenty of room here. If I need to come up any, I can, to give the person in the rear a little bit more room. Perfect amount of space. Cubbies in the doors, as well as cup holders, and a really fun thing that I like about this truck is in the door handle, if you've got a phone, you can place your phone here if you're a passenger, or it's the same on the driver's side. So you have plenty of room for your phone to sit. It won't fall out unless something like really drastic happens. There's also a nice little cubby here in the console. If you have the console without the shifter, you also have a place to hold your phone perfectly intact, or if you'd like to just slide it up here so it's out of the way, no problem there. Plenty of room for your phone. Up top, We have the LED map lights that are easily accessible. And then you've also got a little map light here that stays constant when the vehicle is on, so that you can have a little bit of light to your navigation system, as well as if you have a map that you need to look at, like if you're old school and use an actual paper map. I don't know if anybody uses those anymore. The touchscreen Uconnect system is very, very easily accessible. It has a lot of features. It controls a lot of the things that your vehicle will do on the inside of the cabin. The only drawback is the owner says that after a full year of owning the vehicle, every now and then the system freezes up, will lag, and he has to actually wait until he can get somewhere to turn the vehicle off and let it sit for a second and then turn it back on. But it controls everything that you need, and it works fairly flawlessly. Much like with any other 4th gen Ram that you'll find, there's ample amount of space inside the interior for cubbies, like this over the dash cubby here. Behind this door, you've got plenty of room for miscellaneous things, but there's plenty of space here for any little thing that you might need to just keep out of sight and out of mind, as well as the glove box that's also pretty deep as well. Easy to use 4-wheel drive controls make switching on the fly seamless. And now we'll do a startup to let you guys kind of hear what it sounds like at idle. This is not a cold start. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to do a little bit of a road trip. After spending 2 hours with this truck, I can honestly tell you it's been a real joy to drive. So everything on the instrument cluster is perfectly visible. Everything is exactly where it needs to be between the DEF fuel, all of your different things. And yeah, he's got to do an oil change. So that's something that we'll have to really get onto the owner about. Fuel, everything is good. It all looks like it's easy to read, it's easy to deal with, so nothing major. Like we discussed with the touchscreen, with the navigation, everything is absolutely flawless, except for every now and then it does do the little delay and it glitches and it freezes and he has to completely shut it down and restart it. Typical with computers, you're gonna have issues, you're gonna find things that you're not really fond of, but for the most part, everything here is easily accessible, it works perfectly, and there's not as many issues as you would expect out of a touchscreen navigational system that handles pretty much everything that the vehicle does as far as in the cabin. So yeah, we're gonna get on the road, take a little trip, and I'm gonna explain to you why I feel like this truck is the best thing that you could get into if you were looking to get into a light duty diesel motor that's not big on the road, or even if you want to do modifications to it. This truck's suspension is practically flawless for the most part, so really loving that part of it, and everything else is really smooth. So gotta say, I'm truly surprised with how well it handles, coming from my truck that's got the 2.5 to 3 inch lift, as well as everything else that I've got going on with the tires and the heavy wheels and the different things that I've got in my truck. Coming to this, which is stock ride height and absolute flawless suspension from the factory, as far as the comfort of it, the height of the vehicle, everything is perfect. Really, I have to say, now that Ram is on their own and they're more independent from Dodge, they've done a phenomenal job as far as putting together a smooth suspension to take Ram into the next step for its evolution. And I'm really happy with what they've done with this model. And even though it's still a 4th gen base, the fact that they've done so much to improve just certain aspects of the vehicle, it's amazing. I'm truly excited about where Ram is going. I do like a lot of the 5th gen options and things that they've done with the 5th gen, so I'm really eager to get my opportunity to do a review on a 5th gen Ram. But for now, I mean, this thing, it's amazing. With the torque on the low end, first gear it's powerful. You feel it through your foot and all the way into the back of the seat. Just a small pull here. She's not loud. She does exactly what she needs to do. If you need to get out of the way of something, I can tell you, you're gonna have no problem doing so. This thing has a feature where it tells you the miles per hour in the zone that you're in, so that if by some fluke opportunity you miss a speed limit sign, this thing will tell you exactly what the speed limit is in the area that you're in. Like right now we're going 35. The speed limit here I believe is 30, so it'd be good to hear her kind of come on, and it's kind of, yeah, see, there's the speed limit sign, 30 miles per hour. So we're only breaking the law by 4 miles per hour right now. But when she does come on, she has a low voice, so it's not that it's overpowering with the rest of what you've got going on in the cabin as far as music or anything else, or if somebody's talking, it's not going to interrupt them to the point where it's a nuisance. It's just kind of a friendly reminder. This speed zone is 30 miles per hour. She's real subtle, she's not loud at all. It's perfect. So yeah, this is a great buy for somebody who wants an entry-level diesel without having a huge 2500 or 3500 model pickup that is literally going to take up so much room, and of course with the fuel economy and everything, it kind of weighs itself out. But the 1500 EcoDiesel is a great option for an entry-level diesel owner. So if this is your first, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised and happy with how this truck performs, as well as its day-to-day comfort. So there you have it. In a sense, this has been the 2018 Dodge Ram EcoDiesel 1500 review, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is an amazing truck. I could recommend it to anyone after having driven it for the first time and spent a couple of hours with it. I like it. I think if it was my first diesel truck, I would definitely be thoroughly impressed and happy to spend as long as I needed to spend in this particular platform before moving up to, let's say, a Cummins, a Power Stroke, or even a Duramax. This vehicle has been a joy to drive. And also, post a comment if you would like for the owner of this truck to create a YouTube channel so you can kind of follow along with his build of the vehicle. I think it'd be fun to get him involved with YouTube, and we can watch the progress of this truck as he builds it out to his specific liking. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. There's plenty of room here for a good family. For a good family? What about a bad family?